Good evening and welcome to Talent Campus Show.
I am David Jüngling.
And I'm Alondra Aguilar. How are you, David?
I'm great. To be honest, I'm a bit anxious about the exams because they're coming up, but apart from that, I'm good. How are you?
I'm actually very excited because for the preparation of the show tonight, we were asking ourselves, is there such a thing as a normal day in Berlin? What do you think, David?
Honestly, I don't think so, that there's anything like a normal day in Berlin because, for example, when I came into the tram on last Sunday afternoon, like a casual afternoon, you wouldn't expect something. Then there was a woman coming into the train as well with a gold microphone in her hand. And at first I thought she would sing something from Ariana Grande or any other pop song. But then actually she started praying in a really loud way, and then she started singing that we should let the love of God in our hearts. And I found that quite crazy for a Sunday afternoon.
Nice. Do you have now the love of God inside you?
I really tried to, but I think she was a bit too loud for that, so you couldn't really hear God speaking to you. But these are the things that happen, and I think especially when you come from another country and you don't speak German well, that can be overwhelming at the beginning. Right?
It is actually. I come from a Latin America country, and the cultural things are so different. It's very hard at the beginning.
Yeah. I cannot imagine, because for Germans, when they have to register here, they go to the office and they want to get an appointment, but online there are none. They are not free for all, so you just have to, drive 10 kilometers to go to another office to get it. But how is it for you when you come to Berlin and you want to register or want to get a visa? How was it?
As you know, I experienced the German bureaucracy already. When I applied to my visa, I had to go to the immigration office. I waited outside for hours and hours. I was freezing, but then I finally got my visa, and I'm here with you. So I'm so happy that I could finally. It's amazing. Yeah,
it's nice. But why is the situation at the immigration office like that? That you have to wait for so long?
Actually, for that, one of our journalists from HMKW went to the place to find out what's going on there or why is this happening. So
then I would suggest let's take a closer look at what she found out at the immigration office.
This could actually look like a typical Berlin club line, but it is not. We are here at the Foreign Office in Berlin-Charlottenburg, and these are all the people who are waiting to get an appointment today. A list to prevent conflict. The people write down their names in order who came first. Then one of them reads the list out loud so people know at what position they are. I interviewed some people in the line. Alpka already came at 2 a.m. to be one of the firsts. He is applying for a working visa. His job already starts in March. And why are you here tonight?
Normally the process goes online, allegedly, but the online process doesn't actually work because one cannot easily find a empty slot for an appointment. I'm living in Berlin more than 2 years. I came in October 2017, and today it's the first time that I'm feeling really like a foreigner in Berlin.
It makes me disappointed because I should wait for many hours at the cold. It's not nice, I think. I feel really, really bad right now because I am sleepy, I feel cold, I want eat, I want to drink something warm.
What does this situation make you feel?
Cold and a bit more as an outsider, I guess. Because you're not European, you have to go and queue for hours in the cold, in a way, deep down my subconscious, I guess. I came with this clever shuttle thing because I live in Friedrichshain and there are no U-Bahns or S-Bahns at 2 a.m. and I'm not willing to go 1 hour and a half in a bus. So I had to pay for that. And I brought a blanket and a chair, not very comfortable, but at least to make it a bit more easy to handle.
Around 5:30 a.m. the security checks the visa and gives out numbers. The people take their number and can now go inside the building. It's 6:08 a.m. in the morning, 2 degrees, and I'm kind of freezing as well now. All the people are inside the building, and I'm going to have a look how it is upstairs. Here in the waiting room, people now have to stay until their appointment. The higher your number, the later your appointment. Until the office officially opens, people sleep, talk, or try to kill time somehow. At 8:30 a.m. I have an appointment with the head of the office, Angelika Seifert-Weiss. She has been working here for many years and is responsible for the Department for Special Tasks.
Hallo, Laura Mühlmeier.
She is aware of the problems and feels really bad for the people lining up. The solution is not easy though. I get the first coffee of the day and talk to her about the situation.
We know that some of our customers queue here at 3, 4 or 5 in the morning, and we think that's stupid, and especially the employees are very unhappy with that situation. We are working on improving it, but there are limits in becoming more efficient when it comes to organization, and therefore the situation is just not ideal.
What do you think could be solutions for these problems?
Additional staff beyond what we have already been granted, and more space, which gives us the possibility to accommodate the staff, and also to offer the audience and the customers an appropriate ambience. Once you have the visa in hand and you know you are coming to Berlin, book an appointment online. Check the homepage regularly before you come here. We will also write down if it is not necessary, for example, if there are enough appointments or if there is time.
It's almost 10 o'clock now. The appointments inside are getting started, and unlike at Berlin clubs, there's no after hour here, so if you did not get an appointment, you have to come back another day and have to stand in line again.
And now we have in the studio Laura Mühlmeier, who created the video. And she studies convergent journalism in her first master semester at HMKW. And Laura, we are really happy that you are here tonight and can tell us more about how the situation is at the immigration office.
Thank you.
Yeah, it would be very nice if you would tell us a little bit more about the video. I mean, why did you decide to create a story about this?
Honestly, I was with you when you were applying for your visa, and we were standing outside that early as well in the cold, and I found it so ridiculous. Germany is known for its bureaucracy and for being on time, and you stand there and you feel like you're not in Germany anymore. And it's so mean for the people standing outside going through this process. And also, I don't know, I mean, you're a foreigner and then you come to a different country and you have to manage all that and you don't speak the language. I think people do not know about that situation, and I thought we should tell them.
That's actually also what the people said in the video, like they felt as a foreigner the first time, like since they are in Berlin. Did Ms. Seifert-Weiss tell you about solutions for that besides the things we heard so far? So is it realistic that something will change?
The problem is that she told me they are trying to get more people, they are trying to get more money to finance all that, but the government kind of doesn't let it happen because there is only a certain budget and they can't get like so much money to pay all of that because there are so many different problems that needs to be faced and where money is needed in Germany, and not everything can go to exactly that problem. Yeah. And I imagine it was hard to film this video. How did you get the permission to film? Because I mean, even in the building they have a sign that says not filming. Like, how did you manage to get the permission? And like, did you had any struggles while making the video? Actually, it was really, really easy because the people are aware of the problem and I think they want to change something, but as a singular person, they can't do anything about it. So the process of getting a permission was really easy, and they were really helpful, and it worked within days, and I was really happy, to get that all filmed.
Yeah, that's so nice. I mean, it's important that people know what's happening, especially German people.
Yeah,
I imagine
I agree.
not.
I agree.
German
Yeah,
people
I think it's
don't.
good that you showed us the situation. So thank you for your video, and I hope that in the future this situation will change at the immigration
And also
office.
that this video can help other students that are planning to come to Berlin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Not only foreigners have to face severe stereotypes, there's also another group in Berlin, the hipsters. And we actually want to find out about the hipster culture and the stereotypes people usually have. And that's why we're going to look at the next video.
Do you want to know what a typical Berliner hipster looks like? What they eat, what they drink, where they hang out? We're on a hunt for real Berliner hipsters, where to find them, what they look like, and we'll show you that. But first, we need to look the part. Yeah, ready? What kind of clothes do you think a typical hipster wears?
Baggy, colorful clothes. Yeah, cool ones.
Hipsters always like go into secondhand stores or something like that and just find some unique pieces.
Brands like Balenciaga and Supreme.
Beanies, very colorful beanies, with puffy jackets. Yeah.
I mean, look at me, I love to dress up, so most people are just boring. I think they live their daily life and they don't see further beyond.
My clothes, it's from Urban Outfitters, guilty. H&M, this is Aces, yeah, this is also Eastpak, Air Force, and of course White Sox.
If I were to tell you that we're looking for hipster hotspots in Berlin, would you be able to pinpoint one or two areas where you definitely think we might find some?
I would say in Kreuzberg, probably.
Sketchy places.
What kind of food or drinks do you think that they would consume? Like, for example,
Mate, Club Mate.
The food looks like cool to put on Instagram because their followers want to see it.
Gluten-free, organic, homegrown, plant-based, yeah, everything that's healthy in a way.
Oatmeals. Pizza sometimes.
Fritz Cola, I guess, Mate. And to eat, Vietnamese.
Oat milk cappuccino with pumpkin spice, whatever.
if I were to ask you how to spot a hipster, what would be like the 2-3 things or one thing that you would say, definitely that's a hipster?
Yeah, it's bad to put them in a box, but I would like still go with the beanie, still go with like clothes that look like they were thrifted.
Okay, for guys, definitely like the long beard, tattoos, a man bun, I would say. For women, it would be like longer coats, you know, very fancy sneakers. And usually they want to look trashy, but in real life, they bought their clothes at like very expensive places.
Glasses.
Big shoes, fanny pack, of course.
The girls having the Mitte bun, when the hair is tied up here, you know directly this is a hipster Mitte girl.
I love Berlin.
Here you go, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. So is it with soy milk?
Yes.
Did you warm the milk?
Yes.
And did you put a brown sugar in it?
Yes.
And did you spin it?
Yes.
Like 90 degrees?
Yes.
Thank you. It's actually because, you know, Berlin is the heart of Europe, and the hipster culture that was there like in the 80s before the wall fell, I think you can still see it. You can still smell it, you know?
These newly converted hipsters are signing off.
We will now talk to Lisa Friesing. She created the video about the hipsters. She studies in her 3rd semester at HMKW. And Lisa, what would you say? Like, is there really the hipster?
I don't think you can say that there is one hipster image per se. You know, you have different cultures, you have different countries. So I think the stereotypes hipsters in this new world face today are very differently in different cultures, you know. So I don't think there is this specific image where you can say the hipster wears this, he looks like this, he drinks this, he eats this. So I don't think that exists, no.
So why should I become a hipster? Like, is it really worth it? What would you say?
I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, if you look at the development of how the term hipster like appeared, it appeared in the US and it was to describe people who thought differently. They wanted to, you know, step out of the box, be different than the mainstream crowd. So I think nowadays a hipster just defines him or herself not the way they think, but the way they dress and how they look like and what they eat and what they drink. So I think the benefits of being a hipster is that you're different. You want to be different than the mainstream crowd, I would say.
That just becomes a problem when there are too many, right? So.
True, because I think also nowadays we can see that the term hipster has become very mainstream. That's why people don't like when you call them hipsters, I guess. So yeah.
And you went out on the streets of Berlin. I guess you have certain stereotypes of hipsters because you were looking for them, or what kind of people were you looking for your video?
That's exactly why we did this video. I think it's a more satirical piece, I would say, because we wanted to show what stereotypes these people are confronted every day. It's not, you know, they're not different, but you have this particular Berlin image. Hipsters do look like this. They have beards, they have puffy jackets, they have beanies. So why are there those stereotypes? It's just stupid in a way, yeah.
Do you have any anecdotes while like making the video, or?
Actually, it was quite funny making the video because I think we as directors also had this stereotype in mind. We only approached people that looked like we thought hipsters would look, you know. And the first question we asked them is, do you consider yourself a hipster? None of them said yes, or maybe one or two. But, you know, even though you have these stereotypes in mind, people don't see themselves like that. So I think that was kind of cool when we did the video.
Yeah. So thank you, Lisa, that you were here, and I wish you a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So that was very interesting, do you think so?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I learned a lot about the stereotypes and how they're actually kind of fake.
It is very nice to learn about different things going on in Berlin. It's amazing how much it's happening.
That's true. I think the beauty about Berlin is that many, many different realities of people come together and live in a quite peaceful and also funny way, right?
But that's what makes Berlin a unique city.
That's true. But before we end with our TCV show, there's one last knowledge question about the people, if they actually like soaked in the knowledge we gave them.
What is it?
How much does a hipster weigh?
How much?
An Instagram.
Okay, David, okay.
I think it's enough for today, right? But stay tuned and be ready for the next episode.
And also, so you don't miss any bad jokes from David's next program.
Bye.
Bye.